To understand the chakras, we must first understand what yoga is. Yoga is a system of self-development that allows us to experience ourselves in order to discover our own truth about who and what we are. Yoga does not lay down any dogma or theory of what we should experience. Rather, it is a system that gives us the techniques to discover our own experience of the truth. Yoga is a process of self-discovery. We explore our own body and mind, our own personality, our strengths and weaknesses, and our own abilities, and our connection to higher consciousness. The body-mind is the living laboratory, and our own conscious awareness is the tool we use for exploration. It is awareness that allows us to actually feel more of who we are. Once we can feel things, we can develop direct experience and knowledge, and this leads to deep understanding, wisdom, confidence, and joy. The techniques of yoga allow us to bring about balance within the body-mind. They help us to re-establish a connection and a mutually satisfying relationship with life at all levels. Yogic methods exert pressure onto the body-mind in order to awaken feeling. One yogic method is the use of postures to put pressure onto the body using mechanical force. Or we can use sound vibrations as is done with mantra chanting. Another method is to use the breath to consciously increase the level of prana, the life force, within the body-mind, or to direct the prana to a specific physical structure or mental process. Increasing prana allows us to feel and understand what is going on in us. This also begins a process of purification and healing, strengthening and awakening. Yoga must be performed systematically over a period of time. In the same way that it takes time to learn to play a musical instrument, it also takes us time to learn to use our most important instrument, the body-mind. It also takes time to explore how to apply the changes induced by yoga into our lives in a balanced way. Yoga gives us maps and guidelines we can use to make this process safe, continuous, and joyful. Over time, we feel empowered through knowledge, wisdom, and intuition to be self-directing in our own spiritual and yogic path. Yoga rests on an accepted body of knowledge that provides a comprehensive description of the human body and mind. This science is called yogic physiology and yogic psychology. Yogic physiology and psychology provide us with the knowledge required to apply yogic techniques in a meaningful and effective way, with a conscious sense of what we are aiming to do, and the ability to feel if we are moving in the right direction. For example, yogic physiology tells us that the human body has various psychic centers and channels that are the basis for higher experience. These centers are called chakras, and the channels are called nadis. Of the 72,000 nadis or channels, 3 are given the highest importance. All 3 lie within the spinal cord. The first of these is named Pingala Nadi, the channel that carries prana or vital life force. The second is called Ida Nadi, the channel that carries mental energy. These 2 nadis carry the energy required to power the body-mind, the individual existence. The third nadi is named Sushumna, the channel that carries spiritual force. This is the highest and most sublime energy that is required to fuel spiritual and universal experience. Within the Sushumna Nadi, in the spinal cord, lie the psychic centers called the chakras. A chakra is a psychic center that controls all of our physical and mental functioning. Each chakra can also give us access to the spiritual dimensions of our being. There are 7 main chakras that are located between the base of the spine to the top of the head. 6 chakras regulate all of our human functions and experiences. The 7th, called Sahasrara, lies at the crown of the head. It regulates our experience of the transcendental realms beyond normal human experience. The lowest chakra lies in the animal instinctive realms of the human psyche, the lowest rung of human evolution. As we move upward, we ascend the hierarchy of instincts and drives from the gross animal drives of survival and procreation upwards to the heart, and then into the highest realms of sublime human thought, reasoning, and spiritual knowledge. To practice Chakra Shuddhi, purification of the chakras, it is important that you are familiar with the names and locations of the 7 chakras, and also an 8th point located at the top of the head called Bindu. Each name of the chakra has a mantric quality, which means that merely repeating the name and focusing awareness at the area of the chakra has an uplifting and awakening effect. Starting at the base, the names of the chakras are Muladhara, Swadhisthana, Manipura, Anahat, Vishuddhi, Agya, Sahasrara. There is an 8th point that lies between Agya and Sahasrara. It is called Bindu. Bindu is not a chakra, but is an important psycho-spiritual center. All the chakras are located in the spinal cord except for Muladhara, the base chakra. Except for Muladhara, each chakra has a trigger point called Akshetra located on the front of the body, and which is used to help locate the actual chakra in the spine. Muladhara is located in the pelvic floor, in the female body just behind the cervix, and in the male body in the middle of the pelvic floor close to the prostate. It does not have a trigger point. Swadhisthana is in the sacrum, the shield of bone between the buttocks. Its trigger point lies just above the pubic bone in the abdominal wall. Manipur lies behind its trigger point in the navel. Anahat lies behind its trigger point in the area of the breastbone. Vishuddhi lies behind its trigger point in the throat pit. Agya lies behind its trigger point at the eyebrow center. Bindu lies at the back of the top of the head. Sahasrara lies on or hovers just above the crown of the head. Each chakra controls certain functions at the physical, mental and spiritual levels of our being. Muladhara and Swadhisthana chakras both control the pelvic area, sexual and reproductive function, and the kidneys. Muladhara also controls basic survival, the will to live, and basic material security. Swadhisthana controls joy. Manipur controls the digestive system and our vitality, as well as the resilience to face the stresses of life with determination and self-discipline. Anahat controls the chest, heart and lungs, and our feelings of love and compassion, our sense that another being is also an individual with needs like us. Vishuddhi controls the throat area and communication, the ability to take thoughts and to turn them into language so that others can know what we are thinking and feeling, a remarkable skill. Agya controls the whole brain and nervous system, as well as our mind and all our mental functions, including the senses, thought, intuition, our sense of identity, our sense of purpose, and our sense of connection to the higher mind and consciousness. Agya Chakra is called the command center. It is the link between the individual and the cosmic existence, between the little self and the higher self. Agya is the center at which we can hear the voice of our intuition or the inner guru guiding us. It is very important, therefore, to purify Agya Chakra, and it is strongly advised that we initiate our journey of purification of all the chakras at Agya in order to awaken the third eye of intuition. As a result of this, we develop an expanded sense of who we are and see our purpose in life, in relationship to the universe beyond this little life. This helps us to face life with great courage, understanding, creativity, spontaneity, and awareness. Each chakra has certain physical, mental, and spiritual attributes, powers, abilities, and functions. The attributes, powers, and abilities located in each chakra are said to be either asleep, in a dreaming state, or awake. If they are asleep, the chakras are present and functioning, but we cannot feel them. They are not working under our conscious direction and simply act as and when they want to. This means that our mind exerts unconscious influence over us, making us do what it wants us to do. In the sleeping state, we are not the master of the mind. The mind is master of us. And because of the power of the unconscious, we do not even realize that this is happening. In this condition, each chakra is likely to be in an undeveloped state. This state is likened to an animal existence. The dreaming state is the human condition, in which some of our abilities are active and some are dormant. In this condition, we become aware that the subconscious and unconscious areas of our lives have an influence over us. We become aware that we have strengths and weaknesses, and as a result of our weaknesses and the ensuing suffering, we begin to desire change. Suffering fuels our spiritual search. The awakened state is a fully evolved consciousness, fully self-realized, and fully self-actualized. All the chakras are activated and awakened in this state. It is the ideal that we aim for, to activate and harness the total power of our human condition. In the awakened state, we are able to consciously direct our lives. This is true bliss and freedom. The awakened state is likened to a divine state of existence. The chakras are fully developed and actualized, glowing and luminous with knowledge so that they can be fully experienced. The practice of Chakra Shuddhi, that is, the process of purifying, activating and awakening the chakras, will help you to move towards the awakened state. Chakra Shuddhi is part of the journey towards developing a mature and conscious relationship with your deepest self. This process of self-discovery gives a sense of deep joy and a capacity to access our inner strengths and abilities and to be self-reliant. You will begin to feel that there is more to your existence than you might have previously thought. You will begin this journey by purifying and activating two of the most important chakras, Manipura Chakra, which governs health and vitality, and Ajna Chakra, which gives us the capacity for knowledge. It is only when we have vitality generated in Manipur and knowledge gained through intuition in Ajna that we can proceed with our higher journey. It is also important to know that by working on any one chakra, we also affect all the other chakras. However, the safest and best way to proceed in our work with the chakras is to develop strength in Manipur and higher knowledge in Ajna. Ujjayi is a yogic form of breathing that induces a deep state of relaxation and inner strength. You will now learn this technique. Sit in a comfortable position that allows you to breathe easily and fully, preferably in a cross-legged posture, but any position that allows you to have a straight spine and not compress your abdomen and chest is okay. Now become aware of each and every breath. The spontaneous breath, moving in its own rhythm. Remain still and aware of the spontaneous breath, and notice that the breath in and the breath out are relaxing you. Ujjayi is a process of stretching the breath, just as we stretch ourselves doing yoga postures. In Ujjayi, we stretch the breath and make it long, slow, smooth, relaxed, and very comfortable. Begin to lengthen and extend your breath. Gradually lengthen the breath in and the breath out, and feel that you are using your abdominal muscles and diaphragm to do this. It is not a deep breath. It is a long, slow, relaxed breath. Now begin to control the breath so that as you inhale, you feel you are gently pulling the breath into the body, and as you exhale, that you are gently pushing the breath out of the body. Focus your attention on the throat, around the area of the throat pit. Your breath will make a sound like a baby snoring or like the wind in a pipe. I will make the sound with my breath so that you can hear it. It is a very soft and gentle sound, like the wind in a pipe. Exhaling is often easier. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, feel as though you're gently pushing the breath out of the throat, and notice the sound. Inhaling is a more active process. Inhale using gentle strength to pull the breath into the throat. Feel a gentle contraction in the throat pit. Your breath will also make the same sound. Exhale and gently push the breath out of the throat. Feel the whole area relax. Inhaling, gently pulling the breath into the throat. Long, slow breath. No tension. Exhaling, gently pushing the breath out of the throat. A long, slow breath. Go on with this practice. And be aware that you are using your upper abdomen and diaphragm to control the speed and strength of the breath. A long, slow, even, relaxed breath. Comfortable. Inhaling, strong, smooth, and gentle. Exhaling, soft and caressing the body. No effort or tension in any other part of your body. Feel that you are relaxing more with each breath. And you can do Ujjayi with the eyes open or closed, in almost any circumstance where you feel safe to practice it. And now bring your awareness back into your body and the outside sounds. When you are ready, grounded, and back in your body, only then come out of this practice and open your eyes. Hari Om Tat Sat. Please sit in a comfortable meditative posture, either cross-legged or in a chair with the spine as straight as it can be and your feet flat on the floor. Adjust your body so that you are comfortable and ready to practice meditation. We are going to rotate our awareness systematically through the chakras, starting in Muladhara at the base and working our way up the front of the body through the kshetra, the trigger points, and then going down the spine through the actual chakras. Become still and develop unbroken awareness of the body. Make any adjustments that you need to now, so that once the practice begins, you don't have to move. Feel that you are grounded, the base of your body pressing down. And feel your spine, all the way from the base of the body to the top of the head. Absolute immobility of the body and total, continuous awareness of the whole body, comfortable, relaxed, the spine straight, your hands on the knees, palms up or down with the thumb and first finger touching. Your breath is natural and spontaneous. It is a normal breath, moving with its own rhythm. And you are the witness, the observer and the experiencer of the body and the breath. We are now going to rotate the consciousness through the body from point to point when it is named. Take your attention to Muladhara chakra in the pelvic floor. Feel that Muladhara is a point in the pelvic floor that has a slightly more intense feeling than the rest of the pelvic floor. At first, this sensation may be more imaginary than real. But with practice, you will be able to locate Muladhara chakra in the center of the pelvic floor with your mind. Imagine or sense a point of light or intense energy, glowing, balanced energy. We are now going to ascend the front of the body and touch each chakra at its trigger point. Move your consciousness up the front to the point just above the pubic bone. Touch the area with your finger if you cannot locate it mentally. And then just rest your attention here for a moment. This is the trigger point for Swadhisthana. Now take your consciousness to the navel, the trigger point for Manipura chakra, to the breastbone, the trigger point for Anahat chakra, to the throat pit, the trigger point for Vishuddhi, to the eyebrow center, the trigger point for Agya, to the point at the back of the top of the head, called Bindu, and to Sahasrara at the crown of the head. We are now going to descend down the spine and touch the chakras as we go. Visualize or feel a point of intense light or intense energy at each chakra location, and mentally repeat the name of the chakra as you touch it with your mind. Start at Sahasrara. Go back to Bindu at the top, back of the head, to Agya in the center of the head, to Vishuddhi behind the throat pit in the spine, to Anahat behind the breastbone, to Manipur behind the navel, to Swadhisthana behind the pubic bone, and to Muladhara at the center of the pelvic floor. We are now going to rotate the consciousness around again, firstly ascending through the trigger points, up the front of the body, and then descending down the chakra points in the spine. Repeat the names mentally as you touch each chakra with your mind. Muladhara, Swadhisthana at the pubic bone, Manipur at the navel, Anahat at the breastbone, Vishuddhi at the throat pit, Agya at the eyebrow center, Bindu back of the top of the head, Sahasrara at the crown. Descending from Sahasrara to Bindu, to Agya at the center of the head, Vishuddhi behind the throat pit, Anahat behind the breastbone, Manipur behind the navel, Swadhisthana behind the pubic bone, Muladhara in the pelvic floor. This time rotating the consciousness, ascending the front, descending in the spine, and just the names of the chakras. Repeat the names of the chakras mentally as you touch each location with your mind. Muladhara, Swadhisthana, Manipur, Anahat, Vishuddhi, Agya, Bindu, Sahasrar, Sahasrar, Bindu, Agya, Vishuddhi, Anahat, Manipur, Swadhisthana, Muladhara. Again, Muladhara, Swadhisthana, Manipur, Anahat, Vishuddhi, Agya, Bindu, Sahasrar, Sahasrar, Bindu, Agya, Vishuddhi, Anahat, Manipur, Swadhisthana, Muladhara. Now rotate your consciousness through the chakra points, again ascending the front, descending the spine, one more time on your own. Aim to remember the names of the chakras as you go. Good. Now stop the rotation and just become aware of the effects of the practice. Bring your awareness back to your normal breath. Normal feelings of strength and energy returning. And begin to move a little and stretch as you need to, extroverting your mind. And only when you're fully back in your body do you open your eyes and come out of the practice. Hari Om Tat Sat. Sit comfortably in your meditative posture. Prepare to sit still and to remain aware. Remain still, no movement, and remain alert, awake, and aware throughout the practice. Take your attention to your legs and the base of your body. Feel they are pressing down to consciously engage the ground. They are strong and you feel grounded. Feel your spine all the way from the base of your body to the top of the head. Feel the top and the base at the same time. As you do this, the spine realigns itself to be more comfortable, stronger, more relaxed, and more supportive. Your hands are on the knees, palms up or down, with the thumb and first finger touching. This mudra controls the subtle energies of the body-mind. Feel both hands at the same time and notice what happens to your breath as you do this. The breath is natural and spontaneous, flowing with its own rhythm. Relax more with each breath out and feel that you are taking energy in with each breath in. Begin Ujjayi breathing, throat breathing, and make your breath as long, slow, smooth, and comfortable as you can. Lengthen and slow the breath. Feel that you're using the diaphragm and upper abdomen to control the breath. And you are the witness, the observer, the experiencer of the breath moving in the body. Feel that you are developing greater strength and awareness. Now take your awareness to the base of the body and the top of the head at the same time. Feel the whole spine. Be aware that your spine is comfortable, strong, and relaxed. Imagine or feel that there is an invisible hand gently pressing down onto the top of your head, very gently. And you push up just a fraction from the base of your body to meet this hand. Imagine or feel that coming out of the hand there is a golden energy which moves downward, filling the head, neck, shoulders, arms and hands, back and front, and all the organs of the body with golden healing energy. As this energy moves through you, feel that you're becoming stronger, more energized, calm and still, full of energy inside you that supports you from within. Feel your head, neck, chest and belly filling with this wonderful sense of relaxed, joyful energy. Now, take your awareness to the spine behind the navel, to the psychic center called the Manipura Chakra. It is a special point in the spine that generates vitality, endurance, and self-discipline. When activated, it supports great mental strength so that we can face life with courage and stability. Visualize or feel the chakra in the spine as a point of intense light, as a point of intense energy radiating to fill the whole abdomen. Or if you find visualization easy, imagine it is a flower having 10 yellow petals. Inside the triangle is a blazing sun, humming with power and vitality, blazing like a sun. Or you can just visualize a point of light, or feel that there is an intense point of energy in the area of the spine behind the navel. And be aware that this energy has the power of a blazing sun filling your entire abdomen and spreading into other parts of your body with light, warmth, and power. Choose now either a point of light or the chakra symbol, and go on with your awareness of the area of the spine behind the navel. Ujjayi breathing continues. Place your attention on the navel at the front and the Manipura chakra in the spine. Remain aware of these 2 points as you breathe in Ujjayi. And as you inhale, feel the abdomen expanding. As you exhale, the abdomen relaxes. As you inhale, the navel and your image of the chakra, or the point of light, expand away from each other. And as you exhale, your image of the chakra and the point of light and the navel relax towards each other. With each breath in, the light and the energy in the chakra area blazes more brightly. As you exhale, the light reduces a little and the energy relaxes. unbroken awareness of the breath and the expansion and relaxation in Manipur. Now imagine there is a thin tube between the navel and the spine. Continue to use Ujjayi and to maintain your awareness of your symbol or the point of light. As you inhale, use Ujjayi to take prana, the life force, along the tube from the navel back to Manipur at the spine. You will feel a sense of expansion as you do this. As you exhale, feel that the breath moves the prana from Manipur chakra in the spine forward to the navel. You will feel a deep sense of relaxation and a feeling that you are expelling tensions, toxins, and negative feelings. So that next time you inhale and exhale, it feels easier to do so. Imagine you are breathing a beautiful, pure, golden energy into the navel and taking it back to the spine, filling the chakra with golden light. The sun in Manipur shines more brightly, with greater intensity as you fill it with life force. As you exhale, you are releasing toxins in the form of a dark, murky yellow colour and breathing these tensions out of the body. On inhalation, the whole abdominal area is filled with energy and a feeling of strength and calm. On exhalation, you are letting go all the impurities and tensions from this area. As you inhale, mentally repeat the mantra Om at the same length as the breath, which is moving slowly and smoothly along the tube between the navel and the chakra. As you exhale, mentally repeat the mantra Om at the same length as the breath, which is slowly moving out of the navel. A long, slow breath. Inhaling with the mantra Om, vibrate the breath. Exhaling with the mantra Om, vibrate the breath. Continue this process with total, continuous awareness. While you are breathing and purifying the Manipur chakra, be aware that you are filling your whole being with strength and vitality. Breathing into Manipur with the mantra Om, the petals may open a little and the sun blazes within. As you exhale with the mantra Om, the petals may close a little. Breathing into Manipur with Om, the light shines more brightly. Breathing out from Manipur with Om, the light reduces a little. Developing a sense of strength, vitality, and power. A capacity to face and deal with the problems of life with greater confidence and strength. With a fire in the belly. With resilience and a sense of your own innate capacities and abilities. With the sense that you can develop certain skills and awareness. And now, stop the practice, stop Ujjayi and the visualizations, and come back to the awareness of your normal breath. Observe how you feel now. What has changed? Become aware of your legs pressing down, grounding you, the spine upright and straight, your arms relaxed. Feeling grounded back into normal feelings of strength and energy in the body. And extroverting your mind, stretch as you feel you need to. And only when you're fully grounded back in your body do you open your eyes. Hari Om Tat Sat. Sit in your comfortable meditative posture. Adjust your body so that you are comfortable and can sit still and stay alert, awake and aware throughout the practice. Become aware of your legs and the base of your body. The base is pressing down through gravity to engage the earth. Your legs are strong and conscious. As your legs press down, your spine becomes straighter, more aligned, and more relaxed. Feel your whole spinal cord, from the base to the top of the head. Become aware that your spine is becoming more comfortable, stronger, relaxed, and more supportive of you. Your hands are on the knees, palms up or down, thumb and first finger touching. The mudra is controlling the subtle energies of the body-mind. Feel both hands for a moment and be aware of your breath at the same time. What happens to your breath and your energy as you feel the hands? This is the normal, spontaneous breath, moving in its own rhythm. Be aware of the body, the base, the spine, the arms and hands in the mudra, and your breath, all at the same time. And you are a witness of your whole body and the breath moving in the body. You are the consciousness experiencing the whole body, becoming stronger and more stable. And be aware that you are developing greater inner strength, stability, peace, and calm. Now, take your attention to the eyebrow center. This is the trigger point for the Ajna Chakra, the third eye of intuition. Ajna Chakra is located at the center of the head, at a point midway between the ears. We use the eyebrow center to locate it and to trigger its activation. You can visualize the chakra as a candle flame or a point of light. Or imagine it is a flower with two smoky, silvery grey, luminous petals, one on either side of the head. And inside the petals is a third eye, or an Om sign. The eye is gazing at you with compassion and deep spiritual knowledge, a deep understanding of the truth of how things are. The Om is blazing with brilliant light. Or you can just visualize the candle flame or a point of light. Or feel that there is an intense energy in this area. Decide on one image and stick with it. The light and energy from this chakra fills the entire head with knowledge, and the mind is filled with bliss. Remember to retain your chosen image, the flower or the point of light, throughout the practice. Continue Ujjayi breathing. Long, slow, smooth breath. Focus your attention on the eyebrow center, the trigger point for Ajna Chakra, and be aware of the breath moving up the two nostrils. As you exhale, feel the breath moving down the two nostrils to the tip of the nose. Inhaling, the breath in Ujjayi moving slowly and smoothly along the nostrils to the eyebrow center. Exhaling, the breath moving from the eyebrow center slowly and smoothly and evenly to the nose tip. The tip of the nose is related to Muladhara chakra. The eyebrow center is the trigger point for Ajna chakra. As you breathe in Ujjayi along the nose, you are also taking energy from Muladhara to Ajna. And as you exhale, you are taking energy from Ajna to Muladhara. Inhale. Take the breath slowly and smoothly from the nose tip to the eyebrow center. Exhale slowly and smoothly to the nose tip. Retain unbroken awareness of the breath moving in the nostrils and the image or symbol for the chakra. Continuous awareness of each and every breath. Your attention is on the eyebrow center. Now stop Ujjayi and allow the breath to come back to normal. Your attention is still at the eyebrow center. Observe the effect of this practice. We are now going to pulse the mantra Om at the eyebrow center, roughly in time with the heartbeat, though it can be a little faster or slower, depending on what feels right to you. Begin to pulse the mantra Om mentally. I will demonstrate the technique audibly, and you will do it mentally. Om, 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 Om. Mentally, pulsing the mantra at the eyebrow center, remaining aware of the chakra and the symbol. The breath is normal. Maintain awareness of your chosen symbol as you pulse the Om. Om, 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 Om. Feel the mantra vibrating the area of the eyebrow center. If you can, feel the mantra vibrating the Ajna chakra at the center of the head. Now stop the practice and sit quietly for a moment and notice how you feel. Become aware of the dark space in front of the closed eyes and notice how you feel. We are now going to pulsate energy using Ujjayi and the mantra Om at the eyebrow center and the Ajna Chakra. Begin Ujjayi breathing. Imagine there is a thin tube between the eyebrow center, the Ajna Chakra in the center of the head, and the back of the head. As you inhale, use Ujjayi to take prana, life force, from the eyebrow center to the back of your head. The breath and the subtle life force will pierce Ajna in the center of the head. You will feel a sense of expansion at the same time. As you exhale, feel the breath moves from the back of the head forward to the eyebrow center, piercing the chakra and your chosen image. You will feel a sense of deep relaxation, letting go all the impurities and tensions from this area. Inhaling with Ujjayi, taking the energy from the front to the back with expansion. Exhaling with Ujjayi, taking the energy from the back to the front with relaxation. As you inhale, mentally repeat the mantra Om at the same length as the breath. As you exhale, mentally repeat the mantra Om at the same length as the breath. The mantra Om vibrates the breath and the symbol. A long, slow breath, a long, slow mantra. I will chant the mantra aloud. You will do it mentally. Inhaling with Ujjayi and the mantra Om, vibrate the breath and the symbol. Exhaling with Ujjayi and the mantra Om, vibrate the breath and the symbol. Unbroken awareness of the practice. While you are breathing and purifying Ajna, you are also connecting to your higher mind. We are now going to connect the individual consciousness which resides in the heart with the cosmic consciousness which resides in Sahasrara Chakra at the crown of the head. Take your attention to the Anahat Chakra, the heart space behind the breastbone, and visualize, sense, or feel a tiny candle flame in the center of your heart space. It is a small, steady, self-created flame. There is no candle or source for the flame. You are this flame of individual consciousness. At the same time, be aware that at Sahasrara Chakra, at the top of the head, there is an infinite golden light that spreads in all directions and in all dimensions, the light of universal consciousness. Within the Sahasrara Chakra is the ultimate consciousness, which is your own inner guide, the inner guru, the voice of intuition. Be aware that it is the aim of the light in the heart, the light of individual consciousness, to be united with the infinite light of universal consciousness at the Sahasrara Chakra, at the crown of the head. The light in the heart is in communion with the light at the top of the head through the Ajna Chakra, the command center. The individual consciousness, listening to the highest consciousness through Ajna Chakra in the center of the head. And now, stop this practice and come back to an awareness of your normal breath and your body. The base, the spine, the arms, and the normal breath at the same time. You are the awareness of the body and the breath. What has changed? And slowly begin to extrovert your awareness. Your legs grounded, pressing down into the earth, the spine upright and straight. Normal feelings of strength and energy in the body. Begin to move and stretch as you need to. And only when you're fully back into your body do you open your eyes. Hari Om Tat Sat.